is 9:42, which is wine o'clock of Tuesday, depending on where you are. Josie and Tony's Italian Deli and Supper Club have taken parts of Fairfield County by storm. We're doing really well down there, and part of the reason is because the gentleman to my left, your right, say hi to award-winning sommelier, Josh Mesnik. Nice to have you join us.
Yes,
thank you. And we're going to find out a little bit about what makes Josh stand out amongst the standouts, because he has been recognized for a couple of big awards in Wine Spectator magazine. But first, let's talk about the restaurant Supper Club. Does that mean you can't get in?
You know, it does not mean that. We have a private membership club within the restaurant, so I would describe it as semi-private membership club.
Lunch is open. You can go get the sandwiches,
and also you can make reservations on Resy.
Okay.
So yeah, there's just we do it 7 days in advance.
And what's it doing in Fairfield County? It's right out of Arthur Avenue in the Bronx.
Right. So you know, so I sort of grew up going to those delis and sandwich shops and stocking up our freezers for the day. And you know, it's difficult to find sandwiches that can be made with such artisan ingredients. But since we make our own mozzarella and we make our own sausage, those are the kind of ingredients that we're then using on our sandwich.
And you could pair a good fine Italian sandwich with a sub with a nice bottle of wine. You've been a sommelier for how long?
About 15 years.
And what makes Josh stand out, we've been kind of teasing this bit, is that you are a sober sommelier, and I find that interesting.
I am both a sommelier and I am sober.
There you go. But in this day and age where everyone is sitting there, a lot of people are going the sober route, mocktails and whatnot. I think this kind of harkens back a little bit to the way you're supposed to do wine tastings, where you're not even supposed to drink the stuff, right?
Correct. So yeah, in professional settings at least. Maybe not in social.
Swish and spit, right? Just call it what it is.
Well, you know, there's three major steps to wine tasting, and that's sight, nose, and then taste.
Okay.
So, and we'll start to walk through
that. Let's put you to the test right here. We'll start on the end of the way. So you talk about sight. What do we have here first?
Sure. Well, I picked
these are great fall wines.
Yes, I picked a few wines that I thought were great for fall, all specifically from the Piedmont region of Italy. Our list has about 520 selections on it, but about 70% of it is Italy.
Okay.
So right here, as you look at this bottle, this is an Arnaise. Arnaise is a grape varietal that you find mainly in Piedmont. You're going to see sort of the first thing you're looking for when you're looking at wine.
I'm going to put you right under that so you can see the camera up top. There you go.
Is the wine clear? Is it cloudy? Yeah. Does it look browny around the edges?
Nitrates and pollutants and all that stuff.
Sure, and some of those are natural occurring, but you're just sort of looking for any possible flaws that could be in the wine. And this wine, luckily, looks okay.
Okay.
I checked it before.
You wouldn't bring it on otherwise,
just
right?
For you. I mean, I might. But then you're going to move to
when do you move to smell?
Right?
Because this is aromatic.
So most of what you get when tasting wine comes from the smell, right? So what I love about this wine and why I think it's a great fall wine is because, on the notes that I get on the nose, it's like all of that orchard fruit or pear, just really clean, mineral driven, no presence of that sort of toasty vanilla.
Let's go through the next two quickly.
Yeah, of course.
I would love to have tasted, which is the third step, but,
sure.
but we're not going to do that on the air. But go ahead.
I brought a chilled red. So again, I find that as we're moving into fall, rosé can go at any time, but
we're on camera, guys. Take Sophia. There you go.
Chilled red is definitely something that's happening on trend and can be a great fall wine.
I was going to say, as I picked it up, I went, something's not right here.
Right.
It's red and it's cold.
Great charcuterie wine, all of that stuff, and then just sort of a little bit of an everyday quaffing wine, or a starting wine.
So if you notice, and tell us about this Barbaresco real quickly.
So in Piedmont, Barbaresco is probably one of the most iconic regions, along with Barolo.
Right.
Barolos tend to be a bit more masculine, while Barbarescos can be a bit more feminine.
Okay.
A bit more approachable and easy to drink young, but still a serious wine that you might want at the table.
Well, so here, and if you notice, so here we are talking about fine wines, and clearly he knows what he's talking about. He's won, Josie and Tony's have been honored for its outstanding wine program by Wine Spectator, which is no small feat. But we did all of that and learning about what to look for in a fine wine without actually tasting the fine wine. And that's really what you want folks to understand. When you go to a wine tasting, there's more than just actually drinking stuff.
Sure, absolutely. Well, like I said, most of taste is informed by your smell, right? So when, if I have a cold, I can't taste much of anything.
Right, yeah.
So as you move through those first two steps, you can tell a lot about wine. Then, carefully, as I became a sommelier, I very carefully started to taste and spit.
There you go.
And, it allows me, I think, not drinking, to really break down the
really
wines.
appreciate it more.
Yeah, because I don't think of it as like gulpable.
It's like like looking at and admiring the Mona Lisa and not actually, I don't know, taking a bite of the painting. I don't know. You want to see Josh in action? Josie and Tony's is where?
We are in South Norwalk, 20 North Main Street.
The Hoppin' Sono District. Nice to see you. Cheers to you.